Alright, let's dive into something that's got the baseball world buzzing. Craig Kimbrel just signed with the Royals. Yeah, you heard that right. Craig Kimbrel, the guy with 440 career saves, fifth most in MLB history, is now shooting up for his 12th team. Personally, I think this move is fascinating because it's not just about Kimbrel, it's about what it says about the Royals, the state of his career, and the broader trends in baseball right now. First off, let's talk about Kimbrel's journey this year. He's already been with two teams, the Mets and the Rays, and now he's heading to Kansas City. What makes this really interesting is the financial side of things. The Mets are still on the hook for most of his $2.5 million salary, while the Rays and now the Royals are basically getting him for a prorated league minimum. From my perspective, this is a low-risk, high-reward move for the Royals. They've got one of the worst bullpens in baseball, so why not take a chance on a guy with Kimbrel's pedigree? Even if he's not the dominant closer he once was, there's still a chance he could provide some value. But here's the thing, Kimbrel's numbers this year are, well, not great. A 4.81 ERA, an 11.1% walk rate, and a 22.2% strikeout rate? That's a far cry from the Kimbrel who was an all-star as recently as 2023. One thing that immediately stands out is his strikeout rate. It's on pace to be the lowest of his 17-year career. What this really suggests is that Kimbrel might be at a crossroads. Is this just a rough patch, or is Father Time finally catching up? What many people don't realize is how much the bullpen game has changed in recent years. Teams are less willing to invest in aging relievers, especially when younger, cheaper options are available. Kimbrel's situation is a perfect example of this trend. He's been DFA'd twice this year, which is wild when you think about his resume. If you take a step back and think about it, this could be a sign of how the league is evolving. Less patience for veterans who aren't performing at an elite level. Now, let's talk about the Royals side of things. They're not exactly contenders this year, so why bring in Kimbrel? In my opinion, it's a move that's as much about experience as it is about performance. Kimbrel's been around the block, he's seen it all. Maybe they're hoping he can mentor some of their younger pitchers or just bring a different energy to the clubhouse. Plus, let's be real, if he somehow finds his old form, even for a few innings, it could be a huge boost. This raises a deeper question, though. How much do we value a player's past accomplishments versus their current performance? Kimbrel's 440 saves are historic, but does that matter when he's struggling to get outs in 2026? Personally, I think there's still a place for veterans like him, but the league is becoming less sentimental by the day. A detail I find fascinating is how Kimbrel's contract has been handled. The Mets are essentially paying for him to play elsewhere, which is a pretty unique situation. It's a reminder of how teams are getting creative with their finances, especially when it comes to relievers. What this really suggests is that the days of long-term, big-money deals for closers might be behind us. So, what's the takeaway here? For me, this move is less about Kimbrel's potential impact on the field and more about what it represents. It's a story about the intersection of legacy, performance, and the business of baseball. Kimbrel's signing with the Royals is a reminder that even the greatest careers eventually come to a crossroads. The question is, how will he, and the Royals, navigate it? What do you guys think? Is this a smart move by Kansas City, or is Kimbrel just a shadow of his former self? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more analysis like this. Until next time, keep thinking critically about the game we all love.